Out my window, the street so different. More leaves have fallen. I can't see them in the dark. The moment opens and rings. Include me in the story. So thank you for being in the story with me tonight and for being here.
Turn the mic up. More volume.
It's all the way up.
It's all the way up.
So
So I'm going to try to speak directly into the mic. Great. So thank you so much, Joan. Thank you so much, Erica, for having me here. I guess I'm going to have to speak directly into this.
You can take it off and hold it in your hand.
Oh yeah, that's a thought. That's a couple of logistical issues. I'm also trying to make it so they don't slide down. So anyway, thank you so much, Erica. Thank you so much, John, and thank you to the reading series for having me here. And a moment I'll figure this out. So my last poetry collection is called Future Symptoms, and it's available there. I'm also working on the next one, and I'll mix up tonight and read things from both. So this one is from the book, and it's called Minus Air, and it's a long poem. I'm just going to read some samples, and you can hopefully read the full poem. Sorry guys, some kind of real issues here with paper, so. I might just have to go catching some of these sheets in the middle of the reading. Minus air. Isn't this a beautiful world with virus and human beings? I can't breathe. But where is breath among the many things constrained? I was not. I was here, thinking, breathing, not breathing. I'm George Floyd. I'm not George Floyd. I'm in this quarantine section and they won't let my mother in, my brother, my sister in, husband in. I will draw my last breath without them. The child draws a face, 2 eyes, and a mask. With each exhale, our lungs reject the air they sought and seek again what's not theirs. I'm George Floyd. I'm not George Floyd. Look how steady the mirror where breath was. Lying, water, frozen. How long can you feed these buzzing machines? I miss you. You replace yourself with an empty space. How does it feel? An extreme subtraction, a statistic. I was worried about the increased risk among minorities, as if the more die, the less everyone matters. They matter. I'm George Floyd, I'm not George Floyd. Imagine all the dead sinking. Thank you. There's about 80% more to the poem. And since we're on the political topic, I was devastated. I've been devastated by the war in Ukraine, and being from Russia myself, feel extremely ashamed of that country I come from. So this poem is about that, and it's called Minus Future. Isn't this a beautiful world with love and damaged bodies? How many dead Russian soldiers equal one Ukrainian civilian in Putin's head? And who made Putin? I didn't stop Putin. I didn't stay behind to prevent Putin. And aren't ruins louder than whole buildings? An old woman in Lviv, a child in Mariupol, a father pointing a Stinger missile, his arms strong from a cello, a symphony of death growing in his head. My mother watches Russian TV. She thinks they are here to save us. And if Zelensky is Jewish, where are the Nazis if not inside Putin? Hitler opined, all propaganda has to be popular and has to accommodate itself to the comprehension of the least intelligent. And if you're popular because you've staged a terrorist attack or two and faked a few elections and insecure about what's next, why not invade a country or two while playing the victim? Why not embrace myth and fake history while the future is voided? What future in a country that offers nothing but oil, gas, and death? My dad says I'm a traitor. My mom just cries in the kitchen. We connect on FaceTime. I'm not sure how they still access it. What face is this? What time is this? And if I'm the speaker, it's easy for me to say my own mother is dead. I left in 1990. In 93, she approved my choice. I didn't stay behind to prevent Putin. If I had, I would have failed. So what's the right answer? Who are we after the truth is removed? Who are we after to remove it? The old woman in Mariupol is no longer there. Her heart just stopped from grief. And all I can do is keep refreshing the news. One of my sisters lives in Belarus, the other in Ukraine. They don't tell us what's going on. My son has been drafted. We are killing our own. My son died defending Russia from Russia. When new history replaces the old, who will have written it? Who buys that future? Who pays for it? And while we didn't speak, how many were silenced? My daughter was raped by Russian soldiers. While we waited for the war to end, how many were killed? When we spoke, how little changed. And this poem is offered with grief for the Ukrainian people and with optimism for their future. I'm inspired by their bravery and the resolve of President Zelensky. Russia is the black hole that, under Putin, has no future. Thank you. The other. I walk to the market wearing a headscarf. I'm less seen than darkness, less heard than death. I wear woman's garb to feel what it means to not exist. Religious beliefs will be shocked by my beard hidden by the black fabric. Geography lesson. Everyone is dead in this village, like the last one. And there are some political poems in this work and also some more private ones. The melting star. That grimace, the way you bite your lower lip, the pain is back. Any day we'll pack a suitcase. I remember the dew by our tent as we camped, and the way snow fell in all directions, and life was too bright to live. The world described in so many ways fit its shifting meanings. You've got a snowflake in your palm. Look here, a star. On chronology. If the bridge explodes, the river grows a new one. Our lost limbs, lost memories return. Time is drawn out of us by the hook of each breath. I love faces of strangers opening to their lives. In the gaps between memories lie opportunities we missed. Days stack on the sharp axis of being. Time draws on us in wrinkles, the way moments align along a string that doesn't exist. Stellar interiority. Who enters your world prepared to burn? The scared stars, the lighter years piled on top of the darker. Do you mean the scar of stars, the stop button I have not found the time to press? Don't rush, world, light me too. Stellar regions. Do you mean deep inside where even the strongest telescope won't reach? World, let down the curtain in me. How to honor this fire. World, your summer silence between grass and grace, briefly expressed by my body and the silhouette of a broken swing. Do you mean wisdom is still in the wings? Don't stop, world, burn me brightly. Suture. So little time left, I'll spend it in naive ecstasy. Even the world says, I don't know you. Even if I bleed and life demands stealth, with each choice may I be altered like a wound that heals, festers, a wound without a body, with no promises broken and all hopes untouched, all marvelous risks aglow, where the world enters to feel what I've been, a wound on a wound. if any of you knew Sam Seskin. He was a Oregon poet and went to the Pacifica University program. He died a few years ago. This poem is in memory of Sam, and tonight I'm offering 10 free chapbooks of Sam Seskin's that we published as part of the Inflectionist Review. They're over there, they're free, and I want to keep spreading his work. And this one is my poem in memory of his passing. Breath's Opinion. All I know is, at this moment, a young scholar solves a century-old problem. A group of 6 climbs Everest. A group of 12 is rescued from a hurricane. The same smile faces us in the mirror after all these years. But we are so much smarter, so lovingly open. And just now, the doctor is born who will cure everything that ails us in other patients. Easy now, don't be sad, small angel. There is too much breathing left to do. And this is in memory of my friend Medine, who drowned 4 years ago. And it was called drowning. We've known all along we need papers will act, fight identities we flag. See you on the other shore. You fostered your careless side, your faith in yourself stronger than most, your staggering mind. The sand guards your small pile of clothes, the water in your lungs cancels your passport. Air denied, memory released. See you in another story. Is there ever another? Theory of anger, dogs, and by the way, the scars. When anger is gone, what is left? Just because history ends one day, can we say there is no room for permanence? We carry ours with us for a while, new generations, new eternities, and so on. A letter in the mail never arriving. A dog left in the cellar with a chain on the neck where fur used to be. We call this memory. The bark, the scars, say fear. When fear is gone, what is left? Is that what we call love? The letter is in the wrong mailbox. Small hands open the door. Thank you. On love. If I lived on the surface of the sun, I would burn for the rest of my life without going to hell like a moth. I would miss you, I miss you anyway. I crawl through you like a broken mirror. I cry from your eyes when I'm free. I stand before you bleeding. If I lived on the surface of the sun, I would miss you. The sum of your life. Down the street, at the edge of things you know, lie possibilities you want to explore. Loves unused, friendships unstarted,
invitations failed. In the golden light, years pass, with ghosts of would-be lives superimposed on would-be paths, like colored filters. What you are and what you aspire to, what you've done or tried, all the love you long to share with someone who didn't notice the day they could have blossomed, but you were late. What didn't happen is a part of you. The time before. The time before the sheets are cold, before the warmth escapes them. Moments splattered in yolk, they're boiled in a sanctums, reduced to protein, skeletons hanging on the thread of time whose tight curve will not hold us. The snow ascends, and as we watch, the slow crack and hiss of a stuck record player from my past. A shortcut through the woods, a slanted sun through my skin slices life into now and not. The shadow of many years until I write this. As I emerge, a blonde child headed to the beach, learning to disappear. These strings I pull through me as if they were the song dawn's junky veins before and after us. We spread our love over this spare land, let it grow inside our bodies. We dissipate along the thread, our names, handles on doors, forever nailed shut. Our hopes abandoned among the world's small claims. At least there is a thread, a little time to look for it. The time before warmth escapes, before the body is cold. And this poem is called 10 Theories. Well, it's in 10 parts, but I will not mention the numbers. 10 theories. The street ends in a dead end, the space removed. Air currents flow around it, fading gravity. You inside, at least in theory. It takes a lot of bulbs to light the world. I arrived before too early. I remember your birthmark. Now it's no longer too late. Symptoms reemerge. They all agree. You grow daily. A dry leaf on my porch makes more noise than a jackhammer. I blame myself. You are exemplary, like the brightest of recent stars. I won't disclose my unimportant identity. My mind a kaleidoscope. Matter emerges into being. Grass plates from granite, muscled fingers at the ends of iron bars, each fence shivering with finger twisting, as if there ever were another way. So many lives to revisit as this leaf descends. You've never understood why air is so attracted to you. Its molecules insistent like children. They never seem to leave you alone. My empty space where you were. I'm still trying to answer that question you asked years ago. When I burn out, who will replace me? You are more intended than real. They all agree. You are a puzzle. You grow in my memory. You are here. You are particular, subatomic, defined by contrast. steeped in absence. You mentioned fireflies. They all agree your eyes are brighter than the space around them, each iris a path into a distinct afterlife. Did you really mean it that way? I remember that birthmark shaped like a question mark on your shoulder. I turned the steering wheel 360 degrees. You defy gravity. You defy the lack of gravity. Now I understand a straight line. I will lie to you often in this account. We hold concepts in our hands like rusty weapons as our children gather dust. You are not what some think you are, nor what I imagine. When my life was empty, I planted question marks along my path. I wish you noticed. Centuries smile at my attempts to summarize you. Now that leaves have arrived, I can't remember my questions. At a lost street crossing, you wait for yourself. You move quintessential, unlike most of us. You let the street go where it was. The missing space floats, a memory in its own right. A ball in the ground turns into light on its own terms. I open the window so I may see you someday. Your eyes are brighter than mine. The birthmark on your shoulder, they all agree. You grow out of everything while I creep in cracks between better things. This one is called one. This number one. Rooted in the dirt, one tree holds its breath all winter long. You stumble down one street, always staring one corner with one blue house and one porch. One sun sins and sleeps. Years scramble for the next turn. One moon steals just enough light to stir dreams. One day the tree exhales its blossoms. One house over your drying bones and stories others finish. One body safeguarded, objectified, tortured. Can one body be loved blue? It can be one piece of evidence among so much concealed. One path you've made by living it. One mind, its chemistry, its fragmented wisdoms. One beginning, one end. The memory of blossoms, love written in the dirt, trusting the dirt to read it. Manual. Translate sky to flowers. Speak obliquely, so it takes all my life to understand. Use the field as a mirror where clouds hide their written shadows. Make the tree your home, your oar, your paper. Let the air greet your skin. Shake its hand. Cool sun down to taste. Ask it tough questions. Write the answers on my back. Make me writhe before a mirror to read them. Print the world of my heart in your language. Testaments from the departed. I prefer a body to its absence. Simple things last under fire, a needle and knife, a skeleton. Street without end. Crumbling red brick of these cemetery walls. In the end, there is no end that we know, just a concept. I'll see you somewhere. Translate me into play, into words, into light. Enable lasting. Restore hunger to my lips. All those unsaid things, a garden of lost thoughts. Give them meaning. Translate me into yourself. On the bottom shelf, my shadow. The middle, a mirror holds my face. On the top, a jar with my ashes. Room full of air.
Time.
Invitation. Out my window, the street, so different. More leaves have fallen. I can't see them in the dark. The moment opens and rings. Include me in the story. Please see me as a smile. Please know me as a gesture. Tell me as a tale. Say me without dry leave. Say yourself too.